Nah, but for real, are we already doing this? Tyson Bagent over Justin Fields? I mean, listen, Tyson Bagent didn't play absolutely amazing. Like, he didn't throw for like 400 yards and 5 touchdowns crazy or anything like that. But he did play very well under Luke Getsy's system. So now it's time to ask the question, or I don't know if it's really time to ask the question, but the question's already been asked all over Twitter and around the Bears fan base if Tyson Bagent is the guy over Justin Fields. Keep in mind, it's only been one game. But I think it's important to ask this question just because of the simple fact that Justin Fields is injured and he will not play Sunday night against the Los Angeles Chargers. So with that being said, what does this mean for Fields? Does it mean that Tyson Bagent is going to start when he comes back? How long is Fields going to be out? What's going to happen with that? If Bagent plays well and Fields is healthy, what are the Bears going to do? First thing I want to point out here, guys, is that this is a Justin Fields evaluation year, meaning that we have to see if we can even keep Fields next year in terms of, should we draft a quarterback next year? Do we keep Justin Fields? Do we extend him when it's time to pay him? Or now the new element, do we play Tyson Bagent? What's going to happen now? Tyson Bagent played extremely well on Sunday versus the Raiders. And yes, I know they had their backup quarterback in the game, and the Raiders aren't that great of a team this season, but they have beaten teams like the Patriots, who just beat the Bills, even though the Patriots are not that good of a team either. And they beat the Green Bay Packers, who smacked us in week 1. So it counts for something that Tyson Bagent was able to do something to a team that's beaten teams that's beaten us. So now that Tyson Bagent has one game under his belt, has a game about a game and a half, and in that game and a half has played pretty well considering he is an undrafted rookie out of Shepherd University from a Division II college, not Division I. So what do you do? Well, it's very simple, guys. If Fields is healthy, he's going to be a starter. And I believe even Matt Eberflus said that as well. Justin Fields will be the starter when healthy. So that kind of puts an end to that there. But, however, this is assuming that Justin Fields will be available for the Saints game. And if he's not, I mean, you kind of have decisions to make here. Let's put out a scenario real quick. Let's say that Tyson Bagent this Sunday on primetime Sunday night against the Los Angeles Chargers, who are a decent team in terms of just pure skill. Justin Herbert's still a top quarterback in his league, even though they are, 2-4, 2-5, I believe right now. Let's put out a scenario real quick. Let's say Tyson Bagent goes into Los Angeles on this Sunday night. And he goes into Los Angeles and beats the Chargers and plays very well. 250 plus yards, 2-3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Plays amazing football, even better than, let's say, Justin Fields. Obviously, he won't do it on the ground, but let's just say arm-wise, he's just a lot more accurate, shows a lot more confidence, and just makes more correct reads and better decision-making. We already know he's got a better release than Fields in terms of throwing motion. And then let's say Fields doesn't play the following week against the Saints, and he does the same exact thing to the Saints and beats them. What do you do now? Because at that point, if we beat the Chargers and we beat the Saints, and if Tyson Bagent plays well in both of those games, then we are now 4-5 on the season with a 3-game winning streak. I think at that point, you kind of have to consider leaving Bagent in, only because now that you are on a win streak, now that you have the chemistry going with the team, now that things are going in the right direction for you guys, you don't want to kill the train. You don't want to kill the momentum. And I'm not saying that Tyson Bagent is already better than Justin Fields, or that Justin Fields can't do what Tyson Bagent does, but we've seen it time and time again in the NFL that the right quarterback is needed for the right system. Both go hand in hand. Tom Brady would not have been as good as he was if he was running a Ravens type offense. Lamar Jackson wouldn't be the Lamar Jackson he is if they were running the Patriot scheme from 2018. Mahomes probably wouldn't be Mahomes if he was drafted by the Chicago Bears. So yeah, scheme and quarterback combination go hand in hand, and they do have a lot to do with team success. So now let's go back to my scenario. Let's say we are 4-5 after the Los Angeles Chargers game and the New Orleans Saints game. Now that we're on a 3-game winning streak, do you kill the momentum by putting Fields in and risking killing that momentum? Or do you leave Tyson Bagent in knowing that you have won games with him, knowing that the offense has done much better with him, the team in general has done much better with him, considering after you have the Panthers after the Saints, and I believe the Lions after, who got destroyed by Baltimore. Not to say that the Lions are a bad team, but they can be beat. Do you switch out your quarterback for another quarterback, knowing that that other quarterback has, even though he has a high upside, has played some very bad games this season? I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm just glad I'm not the GM, because honestly, that is a really, 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 really hard decision. I know a lot of people want to just come down to the fact that Justin Fields, we need to evaluate him. You know, we need to know if we need to draft a quarterback next year. But keep in mind this, guys. A coach's job is to put in the best players that will give us the best opportunity to win. And if Tyson Bagent is showing us that he is the guy that puts us in a better position to succeed, then the coach would have to make a decision right then and there to say maybe Tyson Bagent is giving us a better chance to win, better than Justin Fields, only because the system that Luke Getsy is running, the scheme that Luke Getsy is running, works better with Tyson Bagent in the game than it does with Justin Fields in the game. So now, putting aside scenarios, putting aside that scenario I put out earlier, let's just talk about the right here and now. If I had to make the decision on whether to leave Justin Fields in or put Tyson Bagent at this very moment, knowing that Tyson Bagent did win a game, and knowing that Justin Fields, let's just say Justin Fields right now was 100% healthy, I think you put in Justin Fields. I mean, obviously, it's just one game, guys. Come on. We're not going to give up on Fields that easily. Obviously, Tyson Bagent did a lot better in terms of game management, maybe than Fields. Maybe he looked a little bit better in terms of processing the defense and stuff, got more confidence about him and stuff like that. But Justin Fields is our QB1, guys. It's as simple as that. And until we see consistent production out of Tyson Bagent, which maybe this Sunday we will. Honestly, guys, I mean, you can go either way with this. You can think whatever you want, but at the end of the day, if you are the coach, or if you are trying to figure out what the coach will do and what the GM will do, what I think the Chicago Bears will do, this is not what I want, this is what I'm pretty sure that the Bears will do, is that when Justin Fields is healthy, whether that's next week, whether that's the week after, I believe they're just going to put in Justin Fields, and it would take an act of God it would take literally Tyson Bagent passing for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns or something absolutely crazy for them to actually move on from Justin Fields and stick with Tyson Bagent, even with a healthy Justin Fields. And if that happens, well, hey, you know what? I'm a Bears fan, so I don't care who does good out of the two. If it's got to be Tyson Bagent, if it's got to be Justin Fields, I do not care. I want someone to do good for the Bears quarterback position because we have not had a consistently good quarterback ever. So guys, let me know what you think about this situation. Obviously, of course, the fan base is going to stir up a whole QB controversy here. I don't think it's time for that discussion yet. However, I am making this video to kind of address it because, well, it's kind of fun to talk about it. So let me know what you guys think. Are you Team Bagent? Are you Team Fields? Or are you like me? Team Bears! Is it that simple? I don't know. It really isn't sometimes. But let me know what you guys think. Bear down and I'm out.